Namaste dosto and welcome to Talent Hunt one more time, Monday evening, and we are really excited that who is here tonight. I know you are all really eagerly waiting to know that who is that person. Tonight we are going to be in Delhi. I know you are thinking that, Ragini, what is this? You are still in New York. Yes, I'm in New York, but our guest is from Delhi and he's from Noida actually. So maybe a few of you guys maybe know him, maybe saw him doing some singing there, or maybe marketing, or whatever, maybe with the neighbor. So he is actually Rajarshi Deb, and he's professionally, he is an engineer, but passionately, he is a musician. And that is the reason tonight he is here with all of you. And I do believe that you will love the way he does his singing. And welcome, Rajeshi. And this is a Talent Hunt family. It's a huge family, big family, and they all want to welcome you to this beautiful show. And thanks for coming.
Thank you, everyone, and a big namaste to everyone, whosoever is watching it from whichever part of the globe. Really a hearty welcome to you all, and I hope the coming few minutes we are going to really enjoy the evening together with Ragini and myself. Looking forward.
Absolutely, we are going to enjoy it. There is no doubt. Why don't we start with the song, right? What do you say?
Let's sing a song first, and then maybe we do a chit chat later on, and
yes.
Then let's. So why not to start with a song of? It's a milestone song, I would say, all-time song. Let me not give too much of an intro, get into the song. You all know the song. It's by Salil Chaudhary's music and sung by none other than Mukesh. A little retro, but I'm sure you all know this song.
कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए, मेरे ख्यालों के आंगन में कोई सपनों के दीप जलाए, दीप जलाए, कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए, मेरे ख्यालों के आंगन में कोई सपनों के दीप जलाए, दीप जलाए, कहीं दूर, कहीं यूं ही जब हुई वो झलसा से भर आई, बैठे बैठे जब यूं ही आंखें, कहीं यूं ही जब हुई बोझल सांसें भर आई बैठे बैठे, जब यूं ही आंखें कभी मचल के प्यार से चल के छुए कोई मुझे पर नजर ना आए, नजर ना आए, कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुपके से आए.
Such a great song to start with, Rajarshi. And so,
And I'm sure this will be evening for everybody watching it, right? So,
of
Sham,
course,
yeah.
हाँ, बिल्कुल सही है, बिल्कुल सही है. We want to ask you these questions that how you got your motivation, and who are those person who really encouraged you to sing, or in this line of performing
True.
art.
True. So, first of all, the basic, I would say, the upbringing has a big role to play here. In my home, I mean, in my childhood, my father is very much into music. My mother is also she sings. I mean, used to sing, and father was also into theaters and all. So always had this, and also whenever we had some family gatherings and all, the only thing the harmonium would have been definitely a part of any gathering. And a little kid, I used to play tabla. Basically, that's how I started my journey in music. I learned tabla at young age, and then it just went on from there. And I have been also learning classical Hindustani classical from Pandit Vinayak Hegde, right?
Mhm.
So that's how its journey is continuing. And as you rightly said, Ragini, even though by profession I'm an engineer, I put it rather this way: yeah, engineering and job, that earns me my bread, right? But then music, and I also do a little bit of writing and photography, and I also do play a few instruments. These are my butter. So if job is my bread, these are my butter definitely for my life.
Nicely put together. This is really great. Rajeshi,
Yeah.
I know it is very hard to manage. So where do you really practice? Because what I see from your performances, that you are quite good with the instruments as well as, of course, your singing. So when is the time that you get from your work, from this? So how is that?
Yeah. So first of all, I do find a me time for myself, and preferably that's late in the night. This night is a time when you never get a phone call, no disturbances, and yeah, some noises would be troublesome for the neighbors, but fine, I do take care of that part as well. But that's my me time to practice. And one more thing which I have felt and I've realized, that if you are really passionate about something, anything that may be, even going to hitting your gym or playing or anything, if you're really passionate, time actually comes out. You know how to steal time out of your busy schedule. I think that's what it is. The 24 hours remains to be same for everybody, but it depends on how intensely you want to do something, and time comes out of it.
Absolutely. Got it. But you know what? Since you are here, so we want to hear one more song. You started with
Yeah.
Salil Chaudhary. I will tell you,
Yeah.
my favorite is Adi Barmanchi as well. Do you have anything
Ah,
specific that is coming in your mind that you can
Adi,
sing for my
Adi, and yeah, and interestingly, definitely Adi, I would touch upon. And as I said, my initials is Rajarshi Deb, so that's also Adi. So how can I forget Adi's song here?
Okay.
This is a bit oldie, 1978 song, but I mean, these are the songs. It's ever, I mean, evergreen. Time is not a factor for this. Again, it's a tremendous combination, I would say. Music by R.D. Burman, lyrics by none other than Gulzar Saab, and sung by Kishore Kumar. The name of the movie, Ghar.
फिर वही रात है, फिर वही रात है, फिर वही रात है ख्वाब की, रात भर ख्वाब में देखा करेंगे तुम्हें, फिर वही रात है। मासूम सी नींद में जब कोई सपना चले, हमको बुला लेना तुम, पलकों के पर्दे तले। ये रात है ख्वाब की, ख्वाब की रात है, फिर वही रात है, फिर वही रात है, फिर वही रात है ख्वाब की। कांच के ख्वाब है, आंखों में चुभ जाएंगे, पलकों पे लेना इन्हें, आंखों में रुक जाएंगे। ये रात है ख्वाब की, ख्वाब की रात है, फिर वही रात है, रात है।
Wow, that is fantastic. So now let us know who is your favorite composer and who is your favorite vocalist.
So there are many. As I said, composer, if I talk about, definitely R.D. Burman, as I sung, Salil Chaudhary, because I find he is too versatile. I mean, be it Bengali songs or Hindi songs, and he has composed in many, many other languages, Malayalis as well, he composed. And also O.P. Nair. So if you really say some peppy numbers of O.P. Nair, and definitely A.R. Rahman Saab. And of contemporary, if I really say, I do love Pritam songs as well. I do really love and follow them. When it comes to singer, Kishore, Mukesh, top of this thing in male voice, and then I do love Sonu Nigam quite a lot. Yeah, and Arijit also, but Sonu is more close to my heart.
Yeah. Okay, being a composer yourself, what do you really like think about it? Is it really hard to compose a music? Because what we see usually is just the words, and then like those words to put it into the tune and the rhythm, and then with the right emotion that the singer will sing it. So do you think it is really hard to compose music?
So what I feel is that normally in industry, the way it happens, you have a music director, you have a lyricist separate. I think there it's difficult. If you are a music director, you get a lyrics written by somebody else, and then you try to feel and put a music to it. Being yourself the lyricist as well as the composer, that's an advantage, because once I pen down some thoughts, I really have it somewhere in my mind that this is the mood I want to convey, right? I mean, music is nothing but expression. It's expression of your mood, feelings, whatever colors it is. So that's an advantage. So whenever I write down, it's not necessarily that I write down the entire thing and then I think of a tune. It goes on. Right now, I'm in the process of something of late, and I have thought of only the first two stanzas, two lines of it, but I have thought of the tunes. So that's how it complements each other. And yeah, it just happens, I would say. I mean, not really any formula that, at least for me, it just happens at times.
Oh,
Not all
great.
of them are that great, but few are really good.
Yes, yes, yes. We like today. I cannot ask one question to my to my guest, because this is his hobby. Right? I cannot ask him to separate himself. Like, what's your hobby, right? So, but I would love to ask you that. All right,
Mhm.
you are a composer. You are doing it by yourself. Then you are a lovely singer and performer. And then I heard that with different instrument you play flute as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I do. So normally, if I name few instruments, and these instruments, I apart from tabla, which I mentioned that at my little age I started learning. Apart from that, rest I just picked up. Just ko bolte na Hindi mein शौक किया. So I just picked it up in my college days and all. So flute is one, harmonica, the mouth organ is one. I do play harmonium, keyboard a bit, and I do play guitar because that's my accompaniment. That's how
Great.
it goes. And many a times, at times I don't feel like singing. Many a times I just feel like playing the flute. So,
Right.
do you want
Right.
me to play something for you?
Why not, please?
Okay.
Because I just want
Okay.
to let my viewers know that the
Okay.
hobbies can be a lot. I mean, it's not only one thing. So here we go. Rajesh is going to play something on his flute, and let's see what it is.
Yeah. So, a little intro about this flute. So, normally, pahari dhun we must have heard in on the hills. There's a typical dhun, right, which is different from the plains. But then there's a quite a lot of similarity, even if it's a dhun of Uttarakhand or the Kumayun, or you go to Assam or whichever part of the country, or Nepal. So there is a similarity. So I will
Right.
start playing some Pahari dhun and ending with a filmy number, which
Sure.
I know you all of you know it.
Sure.
So starting with a Kumayuni dhun Uttarakhand style.
Oh my
I hope
goodness.
I
तेरी
hope
मेरी
you got the last song. Yeah.
Hmm. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Thank you so much, Rajarshi. This was a great
My
insight.
pleasure.
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's our pleasure that such a multi-talented people is here with us tonight, and we are really enjoying it a lot. And thank you so much for being here and giving us your time. Because, and also, friends, I just want to tell you that if you want to come and join Talent Hunt, what you have to do, nothing at all. Just send me a 90-second video of yourself, which is, of course, you have to send it to me. That is Ragini at manatv.net. That is RAAGINI at MANATV.net. And please do share your videos of if you are instrumentalist or a dancer, or maybe you just love to act. We would love to see that who you are and how you are really practicing your performing arts. And maybe you want to see yourself in some another I can say maybe you want to yourself like in some place where you want to find out more people like you will be encouraging you, or maybe you will maybe you will encourage other people as well. um, Tonight is really different because we have someone from Noida. If you are joining in a little late, I can say that tonight we have someone with us from Noida, Delhi, and he himself is a singer, composer, and of course he plays so many instruments as well. So, Rajeshi, tell us one thing,
Yeah.
that what is your point, or I can say that what will be your words to my young viewers who
Mhm.
really are struggling with their thoughts that what I should try or what not? What will be your words to them?
Okay, so as you said, Ragini, there are two parts to it. What I feel, one is you don't really get time to pursue your passion. That's one problem, and the other is you are actually confused which passion to put all your energy behind. I think when we are confused, I think what works for me, I can only say I'm not a Pandit or somebody, but then what really worked for me is that trying it out for initial phase, and then comes a phase that you really don't find it that exciting. When that part comes, just hang on for some more time, maybe one more month, give it one more shot, and then from there the curve starts. There you start getting the real interest of it. And even if after that it doesn't work for you, maybe that's not your cup of tea. That's for the first part. And second part is when you really struggle to get time out for it. I think if the passion is intense, many times it does happen that you are too bogged up with work, but sometime definitely comes out. If we are really passionate, then we really get to know how to utilize whatever time we get. It's more about utilizing the time what we have for a right cause rather than just kind of wasting and being casual about it. That's my take on it.
That's a great view, actually. That's a great thought that that you really shared. And but we want to hear you again. So what do you think that like, do we give our choice to you? No, it's better that you play whatever is coming in your mind. I think that will
I
connect
think
us, I think.
I will choose something which will suit everybody because शाम का वक्त है and गजल अगर हो जाए और वो भी
Please,
जगजीत सिंह जी
please.
का, yeah, why not? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's from a movie. Even though it's a ghazal, movie is Sarfarosh. Nida Fazli is the lyricist and sung by the maestro Jagjeet Singh. होश वालों को खबर क्या, बेखुदी क्या चीज है। होश वालों को खबर क्या, बेखुदी क्या चीज है। इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, जिंदगी क्या चीज है। होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है। उनसे नजरें क्या मिली, रोशन फिजाएं हो गई। उनसे नजरें क्या मिली, रोशन फिजाएं हो गई। आज जाना प्यार की जादूगरी क्या चीज है। आज जाना प्यार की जादूगरी क्या चीज है। इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए जिंदगी क्या चीज है। होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है।
इश्क कीजिए तो समझिए. Exactly, these are the words that I want to say to all my viewers out there. You have to have that ashikana with music, to learn music, to follow that path, and of course to stay with it. You have to have that love and the divinity towards the source, and that's music. So thank you so much, Rajarshi, that you stayed with us. It was such a pleasure that you joined us tonight from so far Delhi, and I am really happy that Manativ International doing this show for last 4 years, and I'm really excited to be a part of it from the beginning. And just to let you know, Rajeshi, that we are really trying our best to bring the best musicians from everywhere. Like before it was only from US, but now we are trying everywhere around the world. And language is not a barrier. Nothing is a barrier for us. If you are a good musician, please do connect with us. We love music and we follow the notes and the rhythms in the human being.